Hi, how are you today? I hope you are all doing great. So, for today's lesson, our topic is all about mathematical induction. So, what comes into your mind when we say mathematical induction? Or, what is your idea or thoughts about mathematical induction? Okay, so let me just give you some ideas and insights. What is mathematical induction? Mathematical induction is a technique of proving a statement, theorem, or formula which thought to be true for each and every natural number n. Okay, so now let's try to solve this equation given that 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus the quantity of 2n minus 1 is equal to n squared, for all n is greater than or equal to 1. Teacher, what are the steps that we need to do to prove that this given equation really holds true that any positive integer n is greater than or equals to 1? Well, that's a very good question. To answer that, here are the four steps that you need to perform in order for you to answer that question. So, what are those? First is the basis, wherein we need to verify that n is equal to 1. After you prove that n is really equal to 1, what you need to do is the second step. What is the second step? Or we can also call it a induction step, wherein you need to assume that all n is equal to k. After that, you proceed to the next step. In this step, you are going to find or look for what needs to be proven. By doing so, you need to substitute all k for k plus 1. After you do that, you are now ready to proceed to the now step. In now step, here we can prove that the equation is really holds true that all positive integer n is greater than or equal to 1. But before anything else, allow me first to introduce myself to you. My name is Francis Lin, and I will be discussing to you guys what is the way and process on how to solve mathematical induction. I guess we are now ready to solve the equation given that 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus the quantity of 2n minus 1 is equal to n squared. What is again the first step? Yes, we need to verify that n is equal to 1. So how can we do that? Just simply substitute 1 to all n in the equation. By doing so, the equation now will be 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus the quantity of 2 times 1 minus 1 is equal to 1 squared. By simplifying, we have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. By further simplifying, we now have the equation of 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus 1 is equal to 1. Hence, the formula holds true for all n is equal to 1. Good job, everyone! We are now done with our first step. Okay, so let's proceed to our second step, or also known as induction step. In here, we need to assume that all n is equal to k. By doing so, our new equation will be 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus the quantity of 2k minus 1 is equal to k squared. Great! Since we are done with our first and second step, we are now ready to proceed to our third and fourth step. And your teacher will be Miss Geraldine.
Hello everyone, I am Jorilyn. So in continuation of our discussion in mathematical, we are in what needs to be proven. So we need to prove that 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus quantity 2k minus 1 plus quantity 2 times quantity k plus 1 minus 1 is equal to quantity k plus 1 squared. So where did we get the equation of quantity 2 times quantity k plus 1 minus 1? So in the given formula of 2k minus 1, we just simplify it to get the 2 times quantity k plus 1 minus 1, where we change or we replace the k into k plus 1. And also in the right side, we also put the same value or formula that we use in the left side, which is quantity 2 times quantity k plus 1 minus 1. Now, by simplifying those equations, our equation is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ellipsis plus quantity 2k minus 1 plus 2k plus 1 is equal to k squared plus 2k plus 1. So now we distribute the k squared plus 2k plus 1, and we get the quantity k plus 1 times quantity k plus 1. Therefore, as a result, we have quantity k plus 1 squared. Hence, the formula holds true for n is equal to k plus 1. Therefore, by principle of induction, the formula is true for any positive integer n is greater than or equal to 1. So that's the end of our discussion. I hope there's something you familiarize about a mathematical induction or you learn something in our discussion. Thank you.